It's time for Stories from the Heart with Carol and Mark. Hello, beautiful friends. We are really excited to be here once again with you to share another one-of-a-kind, beautiful, exciting adventure from our hearts to your beautiful heart.
Oh boy!
This time we're inviting a Brazilian member of the Big Brother Jesus' Love team to join us. His name is Chico Xavier. He is a Brazilian who shared every day of his life with everyone around him. He helped little kids like you. He helped them play, he spent time with their parents, he prayed to Big Brother Jesus, he inspired everyone around him, including little animals, with his loving and beautiful attitude. So no wonder he's a VIP member of the Big Brother Jesus' Love team. So are you guys ready to welcome him?
Ready!
Set and go!
Today's story is called The Water of Peace.
Whoa, that sounds cool. I want some, don't you?
I do too, and Chico Xavier, our famous Brazilian medium. He's just starting out with his beautiful work that he did for, how long did he do his work for? How many years?
70 years.
70?
Or even 80. Yeah.
Whoa!
Not 80, but perhaps 75.
Wow.
75, guys.
All right,
That's
so
a big number.
That's a big number. So he's just starting out.
Right.
Okay? He's just a young person. You know, if you have a big brother or a big sister, probably not much older than they are.
Cool.
Right? Yeah, cool, huh? Now, it's kind of sad. Chico's mother died when he was only 5 years old.
Oh,
Yeah.
bless her heart. But we know that death doesn't really take place, right?
No.
Because even when the physical body dies, the spirit lives on. So guess what, guys? Chico Xavier's mother came to visit him many times to shower him with love.
And she came on this particular day because Chico was a little bit discouraged.
Oh, no way.
You know?
Bless his heart.
Back then, and we're talking a long time ago now.
Long time ago.
Probably your great-grandparents were around back then. Long time ago. Right? And Spiritism was a relatively new thing back then. Not a lot of people knew about it.
Oh, really?
Right.
And you know, sometimes when people don't know about something, they get a little scared.
That's true. New things tend to be a bit scary.
Yeah, think of that like, for example, maybe you've talked to your grandparents. You know, maybe you got a new phone, for example. And they look at it and they go, whoa, what is that? You know, like they get a little worried about it, right? Well, I mean, this is bigger, of course, than that. But just imagine, you know, people don't exactly know what Chico Xavier's doing. I mean, it's a beautiful thing that he's doing. Helping the discarnate spirits, helping everyone who comes to him, giving them the gift of the beautiful philosophy of Spiritism and the beautiful gifts from Allan Kardec and all the beautiful things that we learn about in the Spiritist Center.
Right.
Beautiful things.
And it was the first time, guys, in Brazil that we were learning about the spirit world.
Exactly.
So Chico Xavier was opening up the spirit world for everyone to see and hear about. He was saying things like life never ends. Jesus loves everyone, including those who already are in the spirit world. When we have a new little brother or new little sister, that little brother or little sister comes from the spirit world to become a part of our family because of how much they love us. So Chico Xavier was one of the first people in Brazil to connect our physical world to the spiritual world.
Right. So, anyway, just to say the whole thing Chico was a little discouraged because people were coming by. He had these beautiful messages, but, not everyone always agreed or thought it was the right thing. They were a little bit scared.
Only because it was new.
Only because it was new, because it in a way, it said similar things to what people already knew, but there were some new things that Chico was teaching that people maybe not everybody was ready for, right? Okay. So Chico was a little sad, and his mother came to visit him again.
As a spirit from the spirit world because of how much she loves him. Love never dies, guys. Good news there.
And Chico was she was crying, and he said, Mom, I don't know what to do. I'm doing everything from my heart. I'm telling the message of the gospel. I'm telling everyone the beautiful messages that I've learned from the spirits. But sometimes people don't always treat me well. Sometimes they're a little bit aggressive or not
rude.
Or rude or not friendly, and I'm a little discouraged. And his mother said, Chico, drink the water of peace. And Chico said,
the water of peace? What's that?
Go and get the water of peace. That's all she said.
That's
okay.
it?
Yeah.
Okay,
All
so
right.
what did Chico do?
Well, naturally, he did what anyone would do.
Like?
He went to the big city.
Oh, I
Okay.
see.
Now, back then, he didn't have a car because he's a pretty simple guy. So he got on a bus.
Good for him.
All right.
Go, Chico,
Yeah.
go!
He's got his ticket, and he went to the big city. Right? And
wow, what a brave man.
Watch out for traffic when leaving.
just like anybody would do, he stopped at the nearest pharmacy, drugstore, chemist, whatever you call it, and he walked in there and he said, I'm looking for the water of peace.
All right, Chico, go
Yeah.
for it.
And the pharmacist said, the water of what? The water of peace. I assume you have it. I was asked to get it. It was recommended to me. The water of peace. I've never heard of it. Chico left, went to the next pharmacy, asked, I'm looking for the water of peace. The pharmacist said, I don't know anything about a water of peace. I have lots of water here. Different kinds of water, but I have no water of peace. If you find out about it, it sounds like something I should carry. So please let me know what it is, and I will be happy to provide it for you. But I don't know. He went to the next pharmacy. The pharmacist had never heard of the water of peace, but this pharmacist looked it up in the catalog. Okay, it's a big book. Back then they didn't have computers. So they had a big book. And he went, okay, water of peace. Let me look under W for water. Water / and there's all kinds of different kinds of water. No water of peace. And then the pharmacist had a great idea. He said, maybe it's under P.
Good thinking.
Yeah, maybe it's called peace water.
Good thinking.
Yeah, because water
Smart
of peace,
guy, guys.
peace water. So
Right.
he looked under P, and Chico's standing there looking over his shoulder. Under P, we found lots of things. No water of peace.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it was some other kind of peace, but it wasn't peace water. It was something
Right.
else. Nothing.
Huh?
So, the pharmacist apologized and said, I'm sorry, Chico, we don't have any water of peace. So Chico, a little bit discouraged, went back on the bus. It's a 2.5-hour trip back to his little village.
Oh, gosh.
He gets back to the village, gets off the bus,
Watch out for traffic when leaving the bus.
goes back to his home, which is next to his new Spiritist center, sits down on his bed, and starts praying.
Good for him.
Yeah.
That's how his heartstrings connect to Big Brother Jesus. Go, Chico,
Go! And when he's in that frame of mind where he's very connected to everything spiritual, his mother pays him another visit.
That's lovely.
Because his mother is a loving spirit.
Of course.
Yeah. The mother says, son, get the water of peace. And Chico says, Mom, I tried. I went to 3 pharmacies. Every pharmacy that I could think of in the big city that had the kind of stuff that might be, water of peace like.
Right.
I couldn't find anything.
Oh, poor Chico.
Yeah. And they said they'd never heard of it, and one pharmacist even looked it up in the catalog of pharmacy stuff.
Right.
That's not what it's called, but you get the idea. Looked it up. It's nothing. No water of peace. No peace water even.
Oh, gosh.
We looked it up both ways.
Oh, my.
Yeah. Mom said, son, the water of peace is very simple. You can find it in your own kitchen.
Oh, really?
Goodness, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Chico said, in my kitchen? But I don't have a pharmacist in my kitchen.
Good point. Well said.
Most people don't, right?
That's right.
Yeah. And Mom said, go to your sink. Okay, so Chico goes over to the sink. Okay, now because Mom is a spirit, Mom can follow Chico very easily
Sure.
to the kitchen.
Right.
Okay? And Chico says, okay, I'm at the sink. Now what? Get a glass. Chico gets a glass.
I'm glad he follows his mom's advice to a T.
His mother's very loving. Chico gets a glass. Mom says, turn on the faucet. Chico turns on the faucet. Mom says, fill the glass all the way up to the top. Chico fills it up all the way up to the top.
Interesting.
Now, Chico's expecting to do some kind of fancy thing to this water. Like you can imagine, like a water of peace. What could it possibly be? I mean, maybe put something inside of it. Maybe he's going to go over to the cabinet and put in, I don't know, cinnamon or something. Something, sugar, something, mix it up and stir it 50 times,
Right.
Then Mom says, drink it.
Whoa. Drink it?
But don't swallow.
How can he do that?
Well, you put it in your mouth, you put enough water in it, and you drink it, stick it in your mouth, and keep it there. Keep it there until you feel at peace.
I got it! So it's a way to train his heart.
Anytime someone would come in and would be a little rude, Chico would have a glass of water right there on the table, as his mother suggested. And he would pick up the glass of water and drink it and hold it in his mouth until he could calm down, breathe in, think of Big Brother Jesus, and say the peaceful and the most loving message and response that he could get out of his own mouth.
Oh, wow!
And that's the water of peace.
What a cool story!
Isn't that beautiful? And it tells us an important lesson, doesn't it? That,
What is it, Mark?
well, that our words sometimes our words are like actions.
Oh,
That,
really?
if someone comes up to us and says something rude, what's the best thing to say back? Something rude?
I don't think Big Brother Jesus would actually like that very much.
No, Big Brother Jesus smiled a lot at people.
He did.
He was a friendly spirit. He never, ever, ever, ever got angry.
Right.
Even when people did some really awful things to Big Brother Jesus.
That's true.
He never, ever, ever raised his tongue. He never was rude. He never said anything violent.
Right.
He always looked at people and said, bless you, thank you, I love you. That was the kinds of messages that he told people, right?
Oh, how beautiful. I know.
Yeah.
So the water can help us stretch our hearts. So more love fits in.
Yes.
Less pain, less anger, less
anger,
sadness,
less sadness,
less rudeness,
less rudeness,
less demands, and more love.
Less
I like that.
complaining.
Less complaining, less pain, right?
So next time you're somewhere where you're getting upset or something's happening around you and you feel like opening your mouth and saying something negative or rude or impolite, because we all do. Your parents will even tell you that sometimes they'll do that.
Yeah.
Right? But it's important. I think anyone will tell you that they always regret or feel bad when they say something rude.
Right, so when we say something rude to someone, we're actually hurting ourselves.
Yeah.
Because we carry that heavy, heavy weight inside of our hearts. And most of the time we say to ourselves, ooh, I wish I could have said something nicer.
Right, because there's always a better way, right?
Right.
And that's what Big Brother Jesus taught us, that there's always a better way to respond to anger or rudeness, right? Anger, responding with anger is not always, never really, the only way.
Right.
You know, and sometimes we can't help it. Sometimes we're just going to get angry.
And that's okay.
That's
we
okay.
understand and we forgive
Yeah.
ourselves. We let it go like
Right.
Frozen.
Yeah.
Right?
Right, let it go.
Let it go.
But in some cases, it's most important to make sure that we are thinking, or what we're thinking is peaceful things.
Right, and remember
And-
the onions from last
Yes.
week?
Yeah.
We learned from the help of our onion head friends that when we feel a heavy emotion, it's okay. Because if we take our time to feel that emotion, we can transform it into a lighter emotion.
Right.
And heavy emotion is always followed by a lighter emotion. They're like two sides of the same coin. When we carry a coin with us, like a nickel, for example, there are always two sides to it. The same with our emotions. If we turn the coin of our hearts to the heavy side, no problem, it's okay. We can learn from it and literally flip it by turning it around to the lighter side.
But the water story tells us something important. Sometimes it takes just a little bit of time.
Right, it's not automatic because we're not robots, we're people.
So, in the time that it takes to hold some water in your mouth, that's the important thing. You can turn a heavy emotion to a light emotion.
Yay!
You realize that?
So Onion Head and Chico Xavier come together as members of the Big Brother Jesus VIP team.
That's right.
To teach us how to transform heavier emotions into lighter emotions. And guess what? I think, Mark, I don't know what you think,
Okay.
but I think all of us have the water of peace. It's not just Chico.
We all can do this.
We all can do it.
We don't need to go to a pharmacy.
No, guys.
We don't need to live in a big city.
No, because Chico already told us how to find it.
Just in our kitchen.
In our kitchen. Yay.
As long as we have clean water,
That's
we
it.
can do this.
Yes, and even if we don't, you know what we can do?
Huh.
We can picture, imagine the
Ah.
water in our mouth.
That's true.
How cool is that?
So remember this the next time, that in you, in all of us, is the power to transform those heavy, negative emotions into something more positive.
Lighter, like a balloon that can flow and dance within the clouds. How about that?
And then all of us can be more connected to Big Brother Jesus' love team.
Yes, so let's try it out, guys. Sometime this week, let us all drink the water of peace. And don't forget to wear your very own I Love You Big Brother Jesus sunglasses, because we are all part of the Big Brother Jesus' love team.
Yay!
Yay! And in honor of all the love that Big Brother Jesus shines upon us, Mark is going to say a beautiful prayer of gratitude. Ready, set, and go!
Thank you, Big Brother Jesus, and thank you, Chico Xavier, for this beautiful lesson that we just learned today about the power of holding in our emotions just for a minute to take the negative energy and negative emotions that we feel around us. It could be from someone else, it could be from us. that thank you for reminding us that within us we have the power to turn those into more positive and lighter feelings. And by doing that, we help ourselves and we help others. So, Big Brother Jesus, allow us to open our hearts so that we can hold in the waters of peace just for a moment and give out love and compassion to the world as best as we possibly can in every day of our lives. And so be it.
So be it!
Yay!
So let us now join hearts, and inside of our hearts, let us shout out an I love you to each other. Let us say thank you every day to Big Brother Jesus for allowing us to join the Big Brother Jesus' love team. And please know, guys, that you are definitely a member of our family, and that we triple love you today and always. So until we meet again, we will be loving every moment of every day, thinking of you as we prepare another
Stories from the Heart.
with Carol.
And Mark.
All right, see you guys.
We love you.
Love you.
Bye.